Hi, everyone. I'm the co-founder of UUKI, and we'll be having a webinar to talk about the UUKI and the abilities for it to sort of help it create a community platform for you. And as people join in, I'll just give a brief intro about what we're building. Hello to everyone, Edward, Amanda, Ma, hi. Um, Thanks for everyone joining in. I'll start again. This is Ankur. I'm the co-founder of UUKI Community Platform. We are an all-in-one community platform for creators, brand, and businesses. We allow them to create a community, a white label community, and sort of host it directly on your website or your app. Have integration for you to sort of monetize the community, have private spaces, host courses, events, etc. And yeah, Anil would be there in the chat window to help answer questions as well. And we built this product for our own use case. We had a community on Facebook group. We realized that our reach has been stored by Facebook. And we wanted to have a deeper relationship with our users. So build this as an internal tool. And now it's being used by around 2,000 communities from 160 countries to host their community members. Yeah, so we can start as people have trickled in and there are 18 attendees. So I'll start sort of giving a follow through or a walkthrough of the product. And so if you have any questions, just ping them in the chat window. And yeah, I think Anil or me would be able to take this up. Just give me a second to set this up. You can sort of ping a thumbs up if you are able to see the screen, and I'll get started. All right. So as you sign up on UUKI, you can do that by email, or if the community members have enabled SSO using Facebook, Google, WordPress, etc. And you land on a dashboard which tells you if you have already created a community. This is my dashboard where community is already created. You can use this to create a community or join a community. And yeah, and we'll start by, yeah, just give me a second. I accidentally clicked on something. So we'll start with creating a test community to showcase how to set up your first community. We'll call it my test community. Click on save and continue. So we'll have steps for you to get started on what to do. And you can set up your profile first, which is your personal profile as a host, admin, or the manager of the community. You can name yourself. I name myself as Ankur. I'll keep these things as blank. I'll name co-founder, save and continue. You can set up your links as well, which are Facebook, your social media handles. The next step is updating your branding, which is basically designing the theme and color of your community, which is primarily set to the default color of UUKI. You can have a theme as a dark or light theme, have a brand logo, then click on save and continue. All these steps, you can also do that by going to the settings, by clicking just save and continue if you want to set it up later. And show you the basic steps, which is the next step is check your access. And if you want to turn it private, you can sort of click the button. I'll just save and continue. The next steps being set up spaces. I want to set up my own space. I'll mark it as read as of now. And later on, we'll be able to sort of set up a space. It'll talk about integration, existing platform, like Discord, Telegram, Twitter, and Zoom. You want to integrate, you can sort of click on setting and integrate all these platforms. We'll be able to do that later as well. So I'll click on mark as read. Set up memberships. So memberships being integrations with Stripe for collecting payments for paid communities, as well as using NFTs for NFT based memberships. You can go to settings. So later on, I'll showcase how to do that. I'll just mark it read. I'll go to the next steps. Add a welcome message. Essentially, when you want to welcome users, you want to add a welcome message for everyone. So I can click on it and add a post, which is I welcome to my test community. You can name it whatever your community name is and say hi, mention the rules of engagement and you do not to do, yeah, etc. And sort of save changes. So your first messages would be based. So based on the color I've selected, and this is my theme that's created. This is my profile. And yeah, my welcome message is pushed. We just move to the new UI. So let me just switch to that. When you click the customization accounts, yeah, I'll be able to upgrade to the new UI to showcase what how the new UI looks like. So yeah, switched already. If you go back, yeah, this is the new interface. So this is more of a Facebook group slash Discord kind of slash Slack kind of interface with the feed. And these are the spaces I was talking about. Um, yeah, Anil is there answering question. If you have any specific, I'll just look at the chat window after I'm able to sort of showcase the basic features. On the left, these are spaces. So by default, you have a home sort of home tab, and these are space groups, and these are the start here are spaces inside the heading. Welcome. Spaces are basically channels or subgroups within the community, and you can have them as private or public. For course creators, these can be different cohorts of their community, or for a product community, these can be different sections like uh, your information about the product, where people can post all the bugs and use cases. Updates can be one of the spaces. Yeah, so to talk about how you can interact, so I created a sample welcome post. You can like it or share it on Facebook or share a link on other social media channels. On the right-hand side, we have a leaderboard widget, which showcases the sort of interaction that are happening on the platform. So as people interact with your post or interact with the community, there are assigned points, and based on that, a leaderboard is designed. We have a trending widget tab as well by default, which showcases the community, which has showcases the posts which have maximum engagement. Let me go to the settings and sort of talk about how you set the basic things up. So if you want to set up the basic customization, this is the name of the community, your subdomain, your CNAME, if you want to connect it to your own domain, the social media stuff, which is the meta title and description, your privacy policy, if you want to connect the Google Analytics, you can do that. There's an RSS feed also. You can generate that, you generate your sitemap, post it here, add custom header scripts. So if you want to integrate a chatbot or stuff like that, Google Analytics and stuff, or any third-party widget, you can use a custom header script. Change again the default theme colors and your brand logo, fav icon. So extreme, we've gone to the basic level of customization. So you can entirely customize the space as per your need. These are basic functionality. So this is the join URL. If you want to share it to anyone, you can share the join URL and they'll be able to join the platform. Yeah, enable and disable notification through posts, comments, etc. These settings are available in notification. You can go to the account section for changing and connecting your MetaMask wallet if you're into Web3. And if you want to leave a particular community, you've already joined. So custom profile field. So we have a default sections in profile field of a community member. You can add custom field if you want. These can be specific to your community or a brand. And these are spaces I mentioned. So by default, there's one space called start here, which is inside a group or heading called welcome. You can click add space, have a test. Let me mention it as integrations, and it can be a post type. I can make it public, and there are different three layouts. By default, it's a linear layout. You can have a list or a grid. So grid is a grid format, list is a sort of um, um, list kind of format, and you can save to create that new space. So when you click new space has been created, so only people who are part of the space, if it's private or have access to it, would be able to see the content. This is a normal post kind of space which will have different posts. You can have a space which can be an event, or you can have a space which can be a course. So if you're a course creator, let me say one sample name being cohort, and you can click on save. There's a type courses, click on it, and a cohort is created, which is basically a course type, which will help you set up your own courses. So you can have a curriculum setup, which is basically sort of part one, sort of learn basic HTML. And yeah, you can add a lesson, more lessons as more students join in. You can check the activities, you can customize the cohort title and description. Yeah, inside there you can mention the title and the video embed of your course. It can be YouTube video, any third-party link, and the content could be posted here. You can have save it, publish right now, or save as a draft for later. So this is a basic. We'll have a detailed documentation for this later as well. I will share the link with you as well, so you can set this up. Yeah, so you can reorder these spaces, decide on the order of these spaces and click on save. This will be done by reorder spaces. Showcase link, so this can be my Facebook link, and I can post sort of facebook.com/ my username, so something like that, and save, and this will be visible in my community. This can be Twitter, etc., all the social media links. So another cool option we have is gamification, which is basically as users interact with the platform, you can give them ranks and assign them values. These are customizable, and even you can disable or enable these gamification options. You can rename this according to the type of community you're building, or add a new rank. We do have APIs as well, so you can generate a token and use that to sort of interact with the platform, push content inside the platform. So we support webhooks as well, which is basically endpoints for you to connect different apps like Zapier. The actions we support are new users, people removed, new posts, new join request, comment, etc. All these are mentioned, and there would be a different documentation on how to use it. So already are a built out product, and where you would want users to sign up with your existing login. So you can use the same Google login with the client ID and secret key, and users would be able to log in with your community. You can sort of embed this community using embed code. I'll come to that. And same for Facebook, LinkedIn, WordPress, and we'll be coming with more integrations as well. So these are the embed code that we're talking about. If you want to embed entire community, you could just copy the code and paste it in the HTML block. And yeah, you can embed a space as well. So if you want to add a particular space, you can do that. Useful for WordPress, useful for Webflow or any other website which is built on HTML. We have customizable PWA, where you can have an app name for the PWA with your own icon. You can set it up here. We currently support native Android apps, and we'll have by January we'll have a native iOS app as well. Right now, the email notification when you don't set up a enable SMTP go through our servers. So if you want them send through your own server, you can enable SMTP, and this is available through an add-on to get this enabled. Already mentioned, we have integrations with different platforms like Webhook. For Discord, there's a Telegram bot. For Twitter and Zoom, you can connect on these platforms via this option. There are memberships, so you can connect your Stripe account, and there will be a new membership you are connected. So for doing that, just create membership, have a name, description. If you want to do it for a particular space, you can do that, decide on the price, if it's a one-time or a monthly price, and yeah, you'll be able to connect your Stripe account. So yeah, through this option, you should be able to do that. Coming to the basic of sort of managing your community, which is how do you moderate a community? We do have first a moderator dashboard where different moderators of a community or one or more moderators can manage a community. So you can invite users using email list, invite existing members to a space, report all the reported posts are mentioned here. You can disable them. Comments are there, unapproved post, all the banned words. You can sort of select them, and they would be flagged as soon as they mentioned in the community. You would want to know how users are interacting with the platform. This is a new community, but as more users join in, you would want to know what is the top post, space, member, what is the best time to post, what's the daily active users, how many new users are coming to the platform, and yeah, so all the member requests are available in the member request community section, sorry, and all the you would be able to sort of accept or decline a request from your community members. And yeah, so there is a notification bar, or as users interact with your post or things happen, you should be able to sort of get a notification on that. Yeah, this is a basic outline. There's a search as well. So I'll show you a build out community so you would be able to visualize things better. Let me go to the dashboard. Yeah, so we have a community which we use. So we'll create as for Vadu as well, where we have a community on Vadu, and these are the spaces we've created for Vadu. And we have a leaderboard where if you click on the leaderboard, you'll get the most active users on the platform. And based on the karma, I've given a rank. And yeah, so users are interacting. Will be making it more interactive soon, with more actions for community members to join. We have a chat as well, where one-to-one users can chat in with others, and they with another individual member, or the or the community manager, or the course host can sort of interact with other members. So it will be one-to-one or a many-to-many kind of chat interface. I mentioned the notification. If you click on it, you'll get notification of how users are interacting on the platform. And yeah, so our knowledge base on the coming on the left-hand side, talking about the content we have, going to resources, we have different sections from our blog mentioned here. If you see on the left-hand side, there's a place for FAQs, all the new updates are mentioned here, etc. So this is a brief outlook of the product. And yeah, so it's available on AppSumo for last call, and you'll be able to buy 10 codes, I think about 10 codes, and starting at $79. And yeah, it's great for you to build a course-based community, a product-based community. If you are a creator influencer, you want to manage your own community with an existing distribution platform like Instagram, YouTube, etc. That being the main platform, and you get exclusivity with your own community. I think people are mentioning it's available in 10 languages, and you can customize in English and 9 other languages. And yeah, I'll look at the chat window if you have any specific questions. Coming to the part, if I miss something, I'll sort of come in again. So this is one of the communities we built. Yeah, so creating post, when you want to do that, you can decide on which one of the spaces it can be. Add a cover. It has a notional kind of interface where you can add a text list, link, image, a raw HTML file if you want to embed YouTube videos or any third-party embeds like a Twitter sort of post, have an heading, attach a PDF file if you're into sort of you want to share content as PDF. You can post anonymously as well. So you can grant abilities to users to post anonymously if they do feel like so, and you have a requirement for that. Coming up to the settings part again, we have a walkthrough as you start building out a community on the step you want to take to set up a community, but later on you can sort of edit them by going to the different sections. Yeah, so for the folks who are interested in Web3, as I mentioned, you can connect your MetaMask wallet and showcase your NFTs on in your profile, and also have a token-based access for a space. The space being the subgroup, as I mentioned. Um, yeah, I'll be able to showcase if you want to set up a test event, say it can be name of an event and you can make it public, have a default space. So yeah, we have a test event and you can create an event by clicking on it. Um, my first event, I'll give a sample link. Uh, it can be say something like your Zoom link or any third party link. So I'll give you a sample link. You can decide on a time of that event, have a duration. You want to add Zoom, you can add Zoom, and there can be a description on how the event is, save changes that creates an event, and people would be able to join that event. Coming to settings, if I miss something. Yeah, I think I have one questions. I think Barkha Herman asked, I think if not already answered, where this is hosted on AWS across the world. And I think you mentioned around the Web3 part, and where Web3, as I mentioned, you can showcase your NFTs on your profile by connecting your wallet. You can have NFT gated spaces. Uh, yeah, you can connect your Discord or Telegram and cross post on these platforms. And if you already have a community, you don't have to sort of schedule post 2 times. You can use our um, UKI to cross post on these platforms. And languages part, Anil has already mentioned. It's available for a couple of more days, I think. And you can, I think, Dana, I think it's already mentioned we don't have the sounds for gamification as of now. You can suggest in the roadmap link. Anil has already shared that link uh, in the chat window. Another cool thing is if you want to sort of have a PWA, I mentioned you can have a sample name, an icon for it, and people don't have to download an app. The Chrome or Safari would be able to manage, and they will be able to add the whole community as an icon on the app. Works both for Chrome and other browsers as well. These are the Discord integrations. Yeah, I think I've covered most of the points. And if you have any specific question, happy to showcase that on the screen as well. Yeah. I think people are asking about what are spaces. Is there a way? I'll take up two questions. Is there a way to create relationship between user example parent and the children? I'm not sure what that means. If you can elaborate on that, yeah, I'll be able to better understand what Tobias means. Holger, the question is, could you explain what exactly are private spaces? What is the amount of private space? Why is this amount of private space so limited? Yeah, so spaces are basically subgroups within the main community. There are unlimited public spaces, but there is a limit on private spaces. We don't have limit on members in the entire community. So there are community platforms which limit based on members. You only limit in terms of spaces which are basic private. And as you see, the life and meals on AppSumo, there's sufficient amount of private spaces as you scale up with different plans or different codes. Um, yeah, so either community platforms limit you in terms of members. So we've given unlimited members. So we've limited in terms of private spaces. Yeah. I'm going through the questions. If Anil has missed something, just let us know. Just ping again. I'll be able to take this up. Yeah. Yeah. The utility for the platform, as I mentioned, is for, say, courses. You can host your entire course on UUKI now with courses, the feature we have, and your community here. Or if you're already hosting it on a third-party platform, manage the community using UUKI. So it can be embedded on that platform using an embed code, and or yeah, so you're just starting up, you can manage your entire course, take payments on UUKI. If you are a brand, so if you're a product, or if you're mm, a brand yourself, you can manage your entire community directly with your own domain. So community slash of your domain.com, or your main domain can be used as a destination for your community. If you have an app, yeah, you can embed this in your app as well. If you're into Web3, you'd want to sort of have a deeper relationship with user, have access to the data and the content they create. Another important feature is Google has started valuing discussion content and boards on the first page, and we are able to index pages of your community if you are public on Google, and they are showcased as content. So as more users create content, that's create more value for you. On Slack, Discord, or even Facebook group, there's no value created for you in the longer term. Um, yeah, the limits are per community. Yeah, I think Tobias Anil would take this up. I think this should be able to be, this can be done using webhooks. Yeah. Yeah, again, giving a quick update, Anil has mentioned, we've revamped the UUKI UI to be make it more professional and modern in terms of the design framework. We have a native Android app available on Play Store. We are multilingual. We have multilingual support, and there's a core support for available for you to uh, work on with your users or students as a cohort or a coach. And if you want to showcase different content on a profile feed, there is a rich profile feed available to enhance your profile. You can create paid integrations by integrating Stripe. We have additional support for APIs, webhook. There's LinkedIn and JWT SSO support. There's an NFT-based membership. You can have gated access for a space via an NFT. We're working on SEO a lot, and we want to value this as much as anyone values a blog. As more content is created, it is crawled by Google on a uh, public space, and that creates more value for you. I think Anil has pasted the link for the community. You can have a look, and yeah, happy to answer any specific question you have. So you can invite users using a link or by email, and or if you have a list, you can upload a CSV as well. So that's how you can onboard existing members on the platform, and you have access to the email IDs. You can push emails via notification on our platform, or using webhooks, you can sort of push content using connectors like Zapier, etc. To different platforms. So you can send your own emails as well on a particular action in the community. Yes, so I think Tobias is asking a particular question. I think Anil will also take this up, and yeah, I think the image part is the post editor is direct pasting of images, etc. And also, yeah, so um, features are mentioned in the AppSumo plan, and what is available not is specifically mentioned. The apps are available, and without the white labeling, and and also yeah, so the custom SMTP is not part of the deal as mentioned, and white labeling apps are not part of the deal. Yeah, direct posting and the post editor works as mentioned. Yeah. Please do test out the solution. I guess it's live. You can go to UUKI.live, sign up, create an account, and test it out. I think you have a 60-day refund period. Test out a product. If there's a use case we can sort of help you with, do reach out to the team. We'll be able to set up a call and help you out in setting up your own community. And yeah, as mentioned, do reach out to us on via chat, send us an email on support, and we'll set up a call with you to help you handle and setting up a platform for your use case. Yeah, I think the link of the community, our official UUKI community, is mentioned in the chat window. Just look at it and sort of you can see the link. If you want to try out how the community looks like, you can test out the community built on community.uuki.live. Think, yeah, I think last 10 odd minutes for our, if you have any particular question. Yeah, I think the widgets are customizable. Most of them are. So you can enable, disable gamification. You can use custom CSS as well. And to be able to sort of change the look of the dashboard. Yeah, by disabling the widgets, I guess that'll be a similar. I think if you want to achieve a circle kind of interface, it should be able to do that by any disabling and enabling the widgets. Yeah. And if you want a deeper customization, you can have a custom CSS and embed scripts. Yeah. Yeah, I think if you want to embed a chat bot platform like Talk to Two, you should be able to do that via script. Yeah. Yeah, same for Facebook Messenger, etc. If you want to embed that, I think there's script for that. You can embed that in the community. Any third-party integration which has a script can be embedded on UUKI. Yeah, I think there was a question for limits. The limits are same everywhere. I think there might be a typo on the website. Uh, yeah, I think there's a deeper level of customization on the platform with the existing features with custom CSS um, and JS, and you can do that. Use it for courses, brands, as an influencer. If you are building a paid community, yeah, it's very useful. Yeah, you're able to sort of provide exclusivity to your users and long term also have a deeper relationship with them. Yeah. There is specific need for private space. Do reach out to us on chat on the website. We'll try to see if there's a workaround around on that. Yeah. Thanks, Holger. Yeah, I think I'll mention the similar thing. You can reach out to us on chat on UUKI.live, and we should be able to help you out with any specific custom plan you want. Yeah. I think Anil has comparison with Peerboard. We'll mention it in the chat, specific comparison with Peerboard in terms of our SEO feature with our custom CSS to APIs, webhooks, even deeper customization with customization in terms of the kind of UI integration with third-party platforms is much superior than the existing Peerboard. Yeah, so forum versus a social media kind of modern forum platform. Yeah. Peerboard being a modern take on forums, we being a modern community platform, we are able to sort of cater to a more bigger use case in a feed style interface. Even if you want to have a similar UI like Peerboard, we are able to achieve that. And with greater customization, integration, gamification, and also, yeah, I think and mentioned API webhooks, etc. You can sort of push and interact with different applications using webhooks as well. Yeah, as if you want any custom sort of integration, custom requirement, custom plan, you can reach out to our team. We'll try to see if we can able to cater to it. Most of the use cases are covered in the plans, which are listed on AppSumo, and you should be able to sort of build, use one of the sort of code levels to for your own use case. So all the specification or all the deal plans are mentioned with different codes. Have a look, and if you have any question, just reach out to us on the page on AppSumo. We'll be able to sort of help you out. Yeah. Support is a huge cost for a growing company, and I think community as a unit can help out in solving for that. If you have a thriving community and they're able to help out in answering questions, sort of um, enabling or sort of helping out build a better product in the long term. So active community is super important. Currently, I think if you can sort of post via API, you should be able to move content from peerboard. So yeah, so we are looking at ways we should be able to migrate a community, and yeah, so we will looking at a one-click button for you to sort of move. So as soon as we have it, we'll reach out to you. You can reach out to a chat of um, on the chat on UUKI.live. Currently, there's no one-click migration. Yeah, but I think using an API, you should be able to sort of push in content to UUKI. Yeah. Yeah, so just you reach out to us on UUKI.live, the chat. Um, yeah, so we should be able to sort of help you move your content from Peerboard to UUKI. Yeah. I think we are about to end our at the end. If you have any last questions, happy to answer. Just to conclude the session, this is UUKI is an all-in-one community platform in the similar space as Circle Tribe. We are building a modern take on a community platform. Reason being, all the big techs are sort of don't share data with you, and you're on their beck and call to sort of grow or sort of degrow your community, or they can remove access on the whims. And there is noise on the platform. So I think if you have a direct relationship with the users, you are able to sort of create a long-term value for you and them, and you have direct interaction with them day to day. That creates a lot of value. We work with a lot with in optimizing the SEO. So your content is crawled by the search platforms. So as more users join and they create content, that create more value to you. I mean, it can be one place for you to sort of get all your content in one place. And as users interact, they can act as your sort of help you out with support. If you are into courses, you can have a community of your users and members, and they can interact between themselves and create a value for them and yourself. Yes, I think it's valuable. Again, mentioned this 3, 4 times. Courses for influencers, for products, for brands, and if you have paid content, you can sort of bundle this as part of your paid product. So say you are selling a SaaS. A community can be an add-on, and as an inclusive add-on for them to be part of and part of the exclusive group when they buy a product. Thank you all for being here. Happy to help with any issues or problem you have, or in particular question on the deal page, or if you want to reach out to us directly on the site, there's a chat window there. Thanks a lot.